Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Dahlia.
And I am Lena. We're so glad to have you back today.
Today the ditties are diddying today, as has been brought to my attention in a very homosexual manner. But I don't know. You guys take a really wild guess.
Don't know who or what she's talking about.
Had to drop it down a little bit. Keep it professional.
Right.
Even the AC knew to turn off because the pod is on.
Right. So respectful.
Thank you. You're so sweet. I was talking to the AC. So Lena, what do you have for us today?
Honestly, guys, it has been a very long and hot week. Okay. We are finally in summer. Can you believe it? Like, is it officially summer or is it still spring? Because right now it feels like straight up summer. We had that period where it's just kind of wishy-washy, but now it's hot as actual balls. Like, I don't have balls, but I just assume that they would be really hot. Sorry.
Ooh, there were never the allegations until now, bro. The allegations are never live until now.
Right. But honestly, like,
My favorite
I have
thing.
just been, what is that? Oh,
I love this, bro. And it's so durable. It's not none of that flimsy nonsense. And it's a little trinket from Alina's favorite place. I cannot stand Bourbon Street, personally.
okay. I would not say that it was my favorite place. I definitely have, I think my favorite place was one of the jazz lounges that we went to. I can't remember the name.
I like the whole street, the whole Frenchman Street. I like
Yes,
it.
yes, that was definitely bad. I cannot say that was my
Mm-hmm.
favorite. That was, huh?
Mm-hmm. I thought we weren't talking over each other.
And you see
But
how I was talking? No. You can shut the fuck up. Right.
I'm
Thank
just
you.
like,
Because she saw I was talking.
I was about to apologize to you and say, I know I'd be interrupting, so I'm working on that.
Child. Anyways, Bourbon Street is not my favorite because it is very chaotic. The things that were happening there, it's wet because there's liquor just all over, everywhere, spilled on the ground. It smells like shit. There are men harassing you as you're walking by. Like, it's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. For some reason, there was a snake on like some nigga's shoulders. I was confused. I was concerned.
No, you weren't concerned because you touched it. I said, Lena, stay away from me. And she's like, put it on me.
I did not. I could have. I don't know. I was kind of late. I don't remember.
Yes, you do. I remember because I am going to understand that for like fears and stuff like that, they are inherited. So I snakes just like I seize up. Like I'm usually my fight or flight. I'm usually actually I'd be freezing. Not gonna even lie to you. The situations that I've been in, I'd be like,
I've literally seen it.
And then I fight. It kicks in and then I fight. But up until then, but snakes make me go like this. Like I'm like, like, hey, you stay over there, I stay over here. We're good, man.
Right.
And then Lena's like, put it on me. I said, oh.
Actually, I was quite brave that trip. We went to go see alligators and shit. I think it was called a banana spider. I could be wrong. Don't quote me. But I did let the tour guide put it on my arm. It wasn't as intimidating. I don't know. I don't know what overcame me. I was not scared. I was not scared. I do not remember that snake though at all. Like, you're telling me this and I'm actually hearing it for the first time. It feels like.
Because then I was like, Lena, don't. Like, I kept like pulling your arm. I'm like, Lena, don't. Like, Lena, actually don't, please. Please, because I'm gonna have to leave you. They usually when we're in interactions, I'm like, can I handle this? Like, with the arsenal of my skill set, can I deal with this situation? That I was like, oh, this shorty's done. Like, oh, I made my peace with it.
I was just gone.
Yeah, that's about it in my head. I'm like, well, I would like to say she's a nice girl, but I was practicing the eulogy in my head. I was like, yeah, she's cool.
Insane work. Actually. Bitch, I was right.
No, I went through 7 stages of grief in 6 minutes. I said it happened, bro. It happened. And then you gave it back to him. I said, oh,
he's going. I know you don't like animals, but I didn't know you were that scared of snakes. Learn something new every day.
You didn't know that?
No. That you were deathly afraid of snakes?
Don't say deathly. Don't say
You're
that.
terribly scared of snakes.
Snakes and heights, bro. I go more than
Okay,
5
I know
up the
heights.
bro. Going up the staircase where you can see through it, it feels like I can't walk. I just want to like, I can't crouch down either because then I'm closer. So then I'm stuck in this squatting position and I'm like shaking. I'm like, okay, one step at a time, mind over matter. Like doing army stuff when it comes to heights, if it's not something I could grip onto, like they have like this like
Mhm,
rope thing that you like climb up to the top
mhm,
and then climb down, or you like climb up like these wood planks and then you throw your hip over and then you climb down. That's
mhm.
not that bad because I have a point of contact.
Right.
But going up a fucking glass staircase or the metal rack staircase, I'm just like, who put this here? Who is this for? Because I'm not doing well with this. But I have something to show you that I'm gonna give you as well.
I'm excited. What is it?
Y'all, she doesn't know. It's this Buddha beer bottle.
Oh,
Enlightenment beer.
where
It
do you get
literally says Lucky
that?
Buddha. Like I caught it like on some random liquor store. I popped in and I'm just like, I'm always down to try a new brewski, y'all. If you can see it, it's like a very detailed Buddha statue, and I have I emptied it for you. You're welcome.
Thank you, because you know I don't drink beer.
Yeah, I was like, I cleaned it out, and I'm like, I'm gonna give Lena this, and I'm gonna give it to a couple other people because it was a 6-pack. I'm gonna give it to some of my close spiritual people in my life. Yeah, and it's really cute. And
That is
I'm used to,
cute.
I put this top back on for you just in case you wanted it, but
Cute. I've never
I'm
seen a
used to
bottle like that.
my
Cute.
sticks and stuff and like long things or like flowers, like a
Oh
simple rose.
yeah, flowers would be really cute in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
I'll drop that off for you with a mic whenever I get them.
Thank you, Pookie Dookie.
So you think it's cute?
So, what do you have for us today that you wanted to talk about?
So I know everyone out there has been feeling like this fatigue. Some people have been getting sick and like just like this tiredness and like this draining and like draining. Just you wake up and you're drained. Like you feel like there's no refreshed for the
Mm,
last couple of weeks. And now we're on the back end of it. It's only going to last a couple more days. But one of my spiritual girlies put me on. So she's a lady that I met through like, my spiritual retreats and stuff like that. She's like she's almost like not almost like this shorty studies this shit. Like she
mhm,
know it is shit about planetary movements and its effect on people and stuff like that. Like if you're like, I feel off, I talk to her and then she
mhm,
tells me actually planetarily what's going on.
mhm. What's going on in the cosmos?
Dead ass. So I was just like, I be keeping in touch with everybody. If you're someone in my life who's worth keeping in touch with, I will keep in
Mhm,
touch with you. And so I was something told me to like call her, hit her up, see how she's doing. And so I do. And then she tells me something very interesting. So the sun, you know how it has like solar flares that kind of look like they're coming out and coming back in. So
mhm.
the solar flares actually have an effect on human beings. So
Interesting. How
it
so?
happens. It happens quite frequently. So when these solar flare events happen on the sun, it creates a lot of fatigue and makes people, if your spiritual awareness isn't up there, you're just gonna feel like it's headaches, people
Mhm,
get sick. Like there's a girl at work, she's sick real bad, and it's the way that it happened. Like I was like, oh shit, like this shorty don't even get sick like that. But
mhm,
then you don't have those symptoms. It's like it it's like this constant fatigue. Like I've been drinking my coffee. Usually I have my cup of coffee, I put a little bit of tea in it because I don't like milk too much, just to cut that coffee taste.
mhm,
And that cup of coffee hasn't been getting me through it.
mhm.
And I'm like, yo, this shit usually lasts me the whole day. So I've been pulling and looking for stimulants. And I'm just like, why am I just I'm sleeping like, shorty, I can sleep for like 10, 11 hours.
She
And
can
even,
sleep for 2 days straight, unbothered. I'm concerned if she's dehydrated.
bro, I be I am a professional sleeper. Like I really be sleep. I take my sleep game serious. So it's like you will even find that you're extra dehydrated. So those
Mm,
are the physical symptoms that people are having. And it's really something you just gotta rest up a lot and like hydrate and you'll get through it. But if you're sick, you're gonna get sicker. If you're not sick already, then you're cooked. Like for me, like I've been feeling this fog and this like feeling. And now I think in the next couple of days is you're gonna feel it like dissipate. But the whole point of it is that it's like a cleansing. So
mm,
the sun works in 11-year cycles, which actually is works in tandem with the karmic cycles of like spiritual beings, right? So you have your cycles of like it when a new age comes, there's like this cleansing, uh like this cleansing wave so that it it's not like it's forcing you, but it doesn't make it an option for you to keep ignoring that spiritual work that needs to be done. So
mm.
it's
So are
really
we like, sorry to interrupt, but are we like, where are we in that cycle, that 11-year cycle? Right? Like, are we at the end, towards the end, in the
no
middle?
in no in mid-May we're shifting into the age of Aquarius actually.
Mm,
So it's really really violent and it's got a lot of Scorpio motifs. So I'm not much of a zodiac sign girly, that's just me, but this shit is real. Like if you're not into the zodiac shit, there is a Chinese calendar that you can follow or the Vietnamese calendar that you can follow. But even the Hindus have it where it's like new ages bring in new spiritual requirements. Like if you're a low vibration person, it's gonna fucking torture you until you pursue your higher self and you shift into that new level of consciousness. And into this new age is gonna require people to get lock the fuck in for real. Because if you're not more spiritually aware, then you're not able to get those spiritual downloads to facilitate that ascension. So
mhm,
you're gonna then feel stuck until you intentionally ascend.
mhm,
So we're moving into a new shift in consciousness, a collective consciousness globally. So you're gonna find a lot of the things that happen geopolitically are working in tandem with that the new age of awareness that is now sweeping our planet.
oh, interesting. I find it really cool that like the solar flares actually like have an effect on humans. That's kind of crazy.
I
That's
had
actually
no,
crazy.
I had no idea until this shorty told me. I said, "Oh," I'm like, "How often do these things happen?" She's like, "They like it's like you can it." Because I was like, "Yo, do you have like a page or something?" So she does have a YouTube page, Women's in Consciousness. Plug to her. Yeah, Women's of Consciousness. So if you want to pop in there, see what she's doing, she's pretty cool as well. So yeah, she's very knowledgeable. And she does this for real. Like she takes the spiritual game serious. And we're talking about a bunch of spirituality stuff that I don't know if will bore you guys, but I mean, Lena, if you want to know, it's really it's me, Lena, and our friends. So you know what? Yeah, it depends. Lena, are you curious?
And she's gonna tell me about it anyways. And yeah, actually I would like to hear a little bit more about it, like probably later. I don't think they're ready for it. I don't think they're ready to hear this type of knowledge yet. I don't think they're spiritually inclined just yet. Okay. So we can still, breadcrumb it in throughout the podcast until y'all feel like you're ready, once you're emotionally available enough to like receive what the knowledge that she's trying to give y'all.
No,
But until then, I'll just get my full dosages.
the game that she spit. What I was driving, bro, and I was huh, like not huh, like yo, like this life shit is so simple, but it's so intense. if you don't know what's going on.
Right.
Like, knowledge is only useful as much as you can apply it. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, that's why I asked, because it's like, if you don't, if the knowledge doesn't really have any way to be applicable to you, doesn't mean it's necessarily the knowledge that's useless, but it's like it's just not resonating.
Mm-hmm.
And that lack of resonance, people are like, oh, she just yapping. Like, a lot of people like to say, yo, Dahlia be yapping. I'm like, if y'all have the ears to hear, the people be hearing it. Like, I was having a conversation with some other soldiers and shit, and they like, yo, one boy, you just be saying shit. And then there was this one soldier who was listening, and she pulled me aside later in the day, and she's like, Shorty, you're tapped in. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
each other. You get
I
it.
see you, you see me. I see you, you see me. Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yo, give me your number. We're gonna need to talk. And I've put that shorty on, and I've put her on the proper resources, so she's getting tapped in as we speak. So I'm excited that I could be that person for her, but be that person for y'all as well. Y'all being here and spending time with us whenever you can is just so valuable. So I just think that I need to take a moment to acknowledge how fantastic all our friends out there really are. Y'all are, we be joking, we be talking, we be giggling, gaffing, but y'all are such an amazing y'all add to our lives more than because this podcast really has a lot of facilitated a lot of healing, not only for me but for Lena as well, and I'm sure for y'all. So you know what, just having someone who sees you hits so hard. So I'm glad y'all see us. So it's a moment to
Round of applause. Round of applause for everybody here. Round of applause for you guys. Like, we really do appreciate it. Just again, like, taking the time, because I know we all have very busy lives, and if you are able to just sit with us for a moment, that's really special. That is something very special.
yeah, you're adding to the collective consciousness, the higher consciousness.
Right.
If y'all don't see this as yapping, is because it's not. This podcast found you. You didn't find us. It found you. So much.
It was just meant to be.
But no glaze, but you look very pretty.
Stop. Wow. You think so?
Y'all see what I be dealing with, yo. Like, I need some sort of medal for this.
Guys, no, I feel really pretty. Let me start there. Right? I've been telling myself that I'm a badass bitch, like actively saying it and thinking it, just to reiterate that I'm a badass bitch. Like, I know we've talked a couple times in the pod before. I don't know if it was on the pod or if it's just conversations between me and you about how this is my fucking gear. And honestly, I feel it, bro. Like, I feel it every time I step out. Every time I step out, I really feel it. Like, I feel like, not to be cocky, y'all, but I do.
No, be cocky. There's no such thing as being cocky. You're that girl. Like,
Why
what
they
do you
yell? No. But I do garner a lot of attention when I go out, right? Not just as I am, like literally like this. This is just literally how I came out today, right? No makeup, just vibes. And um and I've been getting a lot, and I feel it. It's more attention than usual. Like, in these past few months, like what month are we in? June?
Mhm.
I've been getting a lot of attention this year. A lot. Like, I don't know what.
What do you mean you don't know what? I've been telling you since the beginning of this year. It's your year. It's the snake year, bro. Your power is times 100.
Yes, and honestly, I feel it, bro. I actually feel it, because, like, like, not for nothing, but I'm a baddie. I'm a baddie B, right? So I'm used to getting complimented all the time and just like attracting that sort of like attention. But for some reason, not I can't even say for some reason, like, we've established it's my year, but it has been intensified, right? And I know, to some it may sound a little like, who the fuck does she think she is? Like, da, 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 da. But if I could say confidently, like, from let's say last year or a year and a half ago, the difference in reactions that I'm getting from people, random strangers, the reactions I'm getting from them compared to like a year and a half ago or a year ago to now, today, vastly different, very vastly different. But I can't complain. Can't really complain. I will say that I've been trying to kind of not take things personally, like even compliments, like even though it's a really positive reaction that people are having towards me, like I don't want to rely on that sort of validation to feel beautiful or to feel really good about myself. So that's why, like I said in the beginning, I'm telling myself, making sure I'm reminding myself, me, Lena to Lena, that you're a badass bitch. You're very intelligent, beautiful, popping, all the things, everything, right? So like I don't like I said, like I'm not relying on other people's validations or other people's compliments to make me feel as pretty as I think I am. And that's why I would hope the same for other people. That's actually something I kind of got from another creator. If you guys know Jackie Aina, she has been in the YouTube makeup world for years. And there was like a while, I don't even know, like some time ago, she had talked about kind of like not taking positive compliments so personally. And it kind of helps coincide with not taking negative like criticisms personally as well. If none of it is personal to you, you know, it can't really sway the way like you internally see yourself. So regardless, it is appreciated. I absolutely appreciate everybody who has come up to compliment me and tell me I'm just, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Oh my God, I love your hair. Oh my God, it's like this, that, and the third. Like, it's a lot. But thank you.
This hair is like made for you.
Thank you. I am going to ride this style. It's hot. I'm gonna do twists.
No, Shorty's like this hair. You're that's why you're complaining it's hot as hell. Because you're
absolutely.
Like, you can shit on my head, but you know what? It's for the plot.
It's for the plot, my nigga. What? You see the vibes. You see this shit, bro.
You're sounding like a Talia right now. You're sounding like a Talia right now. She's like, yo, like I just be doing shit for the plot. I said, the plot is not enough. Like, no, don't do shit for the plot. She's like, you be doing stuff for the plot. You be side questing. I'm like, just because I pop out in another country without informing anybody, need to work on that. There is a safety aspect.
Yes, we have established. You cannot just randomly go from country to country without telling anybody.
But I move in silence. Yo, keep it P, yo.
Just get the fuck off my screen, please.
Keep it P. Don't let nobody know where you going. The silence was loud. So this is loud as hell.
My God. But my next style, I'm gonna do some twists probably. Like boho twist. Think that type of vibe. I'll show you a picture of what it's gonna look like. Or I could just move in silence and pop out and y'all just don't have to see it when it's here.
Pro moving songs. You already know my stand on this.
Right.
What's our next vacation spot, by the way?
That's a good question.
Because I'm thinking South America. I'm thinking Colombia. I'm thinking
Brazil.
We said that at the same time, guys.
Also, that means. So you know what that means? We're going to Brazil.
Viva la Brazil! I don't know what sort of conflicts that I gotta do some brush up on some hit. You want to show them what you're doing?
No, I don't.
And there's no way y'all can see that. So only y'all could know the ick that I just got. But it's all right. The ick is dissipated. But I told a couple of our Brazilian friends we should pop out to Brazil because I need to do my history research. I'm trying to see some war sites. I need to every country I go to the museum. The wealth of knowledge in a museum, the wealth of knowledge at this historical sites, y'all, it just gives you so much insight into the people and their culture. And I mean, I take this travel shit serious. I don't just be going over there to, I mean, shaking your ass. There's no problem with going over there, having a couple bevs, shaking your ass. But Lena can attest. I'll go to a museum by my damn self. I'm flying to a country just for the historical lore.
And I think she really likes the historical lore. I like the architectural lore. So we'll kind of go hand in hand and just go around.
No, but we share that. We share that.
Yes, we do actually. Yes. I think we would have a really good time there. We gotta brush up on our Portuguese, yo. What? That'd be fun. I heard everybody there is jacked.
I heard everyone over there is hot.
Jacked and hot.
Oh, fuck! Guys, I'm gripping my aretas.
Please, every time she does it, it kills me. Like, please, somebody needs to screenshot that and make it their profile pic. Please and thank you.
Wow, you just put a bounty on my head. Did you realize what you just did?
Yeah, but tell me not, y'all. Tell me not. It'd be fire.
Yeah, so Brazil will see you, baby. We could get a camera and do a vlog. We could do a live in Brazil pod.
Yes, bro. Imagine. That'd be fun.
That'd be hard. I haven't been to Mexico.
Me neither. I haven't been to Mexico either.
I like Mexican history. The battle, the Alamo, Mexico versus Texas. That was pretty cool. I'm trying to see that.
That's in San Antonio. Like, remember the Alamo? That whole thing.
Yeah, but
I've been there before. I feel like you would like San Antonio because it's like very militarized. And they got I've
been to San Antonio.
You have? Oh yeah, I forgot. You have. What am I thinking? Like what?
No, but traveling with the army and traveling like the army, you know what? All those people who are out there like, I'm trying to join the military. Yes, you travel with the military, but it's different. Like it's not, I've been to some really cool places and I wish I could have gotten to see a lot of like Middle Eastern architecture. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I think I just witnessed an orgasm.
It's so good. Like, they ate Delina. You know they're eating. The Arabs are eating with the architecture, bro. They're really not even the modern shit. Mm-hmm. Not even the modern shit. Just like, no, girl, it's gonna be hot as hell. So you complaining it's hot right now. We are.
Well, I'll come prepared. I know that's a different type of heat.
But then you gotta be covered up in some places. So that's
but like it's the fabric, the material that really like helps with all that. No, I'll come prepared.
Yeah, I honestly, my trajectory in the next couple of years in my 5-year plan is for me to be spending my work-wise my time in the Middle East, and the summers I come back to America because that 120 degree weather, I go outside with the shorts that I got on, like not even short shorts, just regular biker shorts that I be wearing. I come back and Lena, I'm 5 shades darker by being outside for 15 minutes.
That is crazy.
Actually, I don't like that because then I have the most uneven tans. And it's not like I can go outside and even them out.
Right.
Unless I go to like a hotel and go to the pool. But then it's like, I want to be sitting outside in a pool all day because the pool is fucking hot. The pool's warm water. Unless it's an indoor pool, but I'm just like, indoor pools stink. Eternal struggle of the Middle East. Big ups to all the Middle Eastern inhabitants who made that place livable, because Lord God, that place is. I see how in the Bible people be having religious experiences out there. Yeah, when you get dehydrated, you start seeing shit. You start get like the jinns. Ah, it's not the jinns, brother. You just don't have any water.
I'm crying.
You need some water so you can stop hallucinating. Lord,
That is some shit. I don't know if I can handle that type of heat. I'll
I've
be
never
honest.
wanted to pass out more. The sweet relief of being unconscious. Like I swear to God, I swear to Allah, I was like, yo, they needed religion so bad. Because if you're out there and you think you're a solo dolo, you lose hope. You lose hope really fucking quickly.
That is crazy, bro. Actually insane. I still want to see it. I need to see it. I need to experience it for myself.
Yeah, but you do. Unfortunately, that hair is gonna have. You're gonna have to do something else with that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
swear, Lena, you're not gonna want it. Like I go everywhere with my hair like this. I'm just like, bruh, I'm sweating. This shirt has seen it. This whole thing becomes a different color of olive just by the sweat.
And
It's
you're
it's
working in that? That's insane.
that's why I wanted to be like if I was gonna be outside all day, I'm just like, bro, I low-key don't want to pass out because they're gonna have to stick a thermometer up my ass. It's called the silver bullet, so they can take my core temp so they can help me out. Yeah. So
What
then I'm like,
happened to like, putting it under your tongue? Like, it's a bit excessive.
you're passed out. So it's like a thing. Like, don't pass out. Someone's gonna stick this fucking thermometer up your ass. I'm like, wouldn't be the worst thing that has visited that cavern, but I don't.
Fish. Oh my god.
There's been worse inhabitants. I mean, I've never done that before.
Right. Just to clear any disclaimers.
Why did it switch? Why did it have to why did it have to capture me like that in such a vulnerable state of me contemplating my existence like that? I was like, nah, like that he has you thinking different. But I'm about to nerd out real quick, but I've been doing like a lot of research on the source of a lot of religious fervor. So
Mhm.
kind of what like obviously inspired by Dune. I love the Dune books, the movies even more. I am gonna get a Dune tattoo. Like I got two tattoos. I gotta get a goddess on my calf, a Sumerian goddess on my calf. But I think I'm gonna do the Dune tattoo above the lady smoking a cigarette.
Okay.
So I gotta figure that out on my thigh. But y'all don't understand how deep Dune is. Like it's like the whole thing is like being aware of a messianic leader, like this messiah that is charismatic. And like the Frank Herbert, when he wrote it at a point where America was really falling prey to very charismatic political leaders. And it's like just because you like them because they're good at schmoozing and they get in your vote that way doesn't mean they necessarily have your best interest at heart. So it's more of the way he created this universe to show there's so many these interstellar political uh to simplify it, there's so many organizations that are vying to control that spice on Arrakis, on that desert planet. And whoever controls the spice, because it's like it isn't a hallucinogen. It's like a psychedelic. And when you take it, they're in a post like AI got to a point like they had to take it out. So in order to have all the benefits that AI has, they have like mentats and like all these people who like take these psychedelics and they can like do calculations. They can practically like it's not predict the future, but they're assets to human civilizations on all these different planets. And the
Like
Bene
the
Gesserit,
new computer almost.
yeah, exactly. Because so everything that AI does had to be outsourced for other human beings to do. And Spice also is if you stop taking spice, there's adverse effects, but it actually does elongate your life. So these people who become these assets of knowledge are retained like a computer server, but with that technology. So that's really cool. So the Dune.
You see how happy this is making you?
I love Dune, bro. It's not even normal. Like I talk about Dune. Dune is my Roman Empire.
I think we need to watch it together because I don't think I understood it. I didn't really get it when I watched it, the first and the second one. And there's an older one too, right?
Don't watch that one. I have watched it. It's not that it's bad. It tries to. There's like Dune is a series of books, and for a long time it was like the impossible movie that Hollywood couldn't make just because technologically it's hard to replicate. And what the guy who tried to do that first movie in the 90s was trying to convey like using the force, like the voice, right? It inspired Star Wars and like Lord of the Rings and all that stuff, but that voice is hard to recreate in a way that people get what you're trying to come across. But the thing is with doing, if you've read the books or if you like just do the reason why I love it so much is the first movie when I watched it, it didn't make any sense to me, but I knew that I liked it. I knew that I liked something about it. And so I did, bro, Lena, I have at least 10 hours background research.
I can imagine. I
felt
you like the reason why I can really understand like your obsession with it is because I feel like I had that with Attack on Titan. The amount of lore and all the little bits and pieces that go into that show for you to like really really deep like what's going on. I spent so much time researching like every aspect of it. So I get it. I understand where you're coming from.
So I have Dune and you have Attack on Titan, because the way you get Attack on Titan, I watch it and I'm like, why is that? Is there a bigger man than this guy? I thought this was the biggest one. There's a bigger one, and I didn't understand the gravity of there being a bigger one.
There's layers. There's layers to this shit, bro. Oh my god. Like
Explain a little bit. I've done my Dune spiel.
I don't even know if I can, because it goes beyond time and space. Like the way the show opens up, right? I don't know if you remember the first episode. But
I watched the first season.
Okay, so you have the first episode. Literally, the first scene is him like waking up under a tree. Should I spoil it? I don't know. Like, I feel like if I talk about it, I'm gonna have to fucking spoil it because there's no way I can explain this shit without like explaining everything. But basically, yes, it has ended.
So is it already ended?
I don't know. Because when I first started watching the show, right, and at that point, like all of the seasons hadn't been released yet, but the manga was like ahead, so I started reading the manga, and then slowly but surely, like the manga obviously finished first before they started animating like the show. I've cried real tears, bro. Like because first of all, people be dying, and people if you get attached to somebody, don't get too attached because they might just fucking die. But it's the type of show or the type of series where it's just like it just makes you think. And it really touched on like fucking genocide. It sounds so crazy that this was like even a topic in the show, but it had a lot of shit. And like I found it really interesting how the main character, Aaron, is kind of like battling between his current and future self. Like he's existing in like the entire timeline. Like
no shit.
He already knows kind of what's going to happen or what he could see the shit. And then when and can you imagine how that breaks a person? Like what you have to do. Like and people are gonna fucking hate you for it, but it has to be done.
You do understand that Timothée Chalamet's character gets that where he drinks the water of life and he connects future, like because the whole point just to connect the, because there is some
I see.
similarities.
Yes, you see. I see it. I see the similarities.
Yeah, it's like the Bene Gesserit, that all-female organization. When they drink that, well, the water of life is from that sandworm. Like the early sandworms, you drown them in water, and obviously it's not that much water, so it's like a ritualistic thing, and there's like a person who's designated to do it. And before they had the water of life, because I watched Dune Prophecy as well, and they're heavy on the Bene Gesserit. They used to mix this moss, and what it causes is a death, right? And you go and you commune with all of your female ancestors, and you get, now it can kill you because they can take you under if you're not mentally and holistically prepared. Because think about it, think about like our family members who died when the British came into Kenya, right? Like they have some unfinished fucking business that they want to tap back into another body and go fucking square the fuck away.
No, fact.
They have a wrath as well and an anger, and they died unjustly, depending on whatever circumstances they were in. So they can pull you under, and you have to be able to go through that without dying. And then when you come, that's why when you come out the other end, you become a reverend mother, because now you have all their voices are in your head constantly. And so you're pulling from their intelligence. Obviously it has negative effects if voices were in your head all the fucking time. Like
right. Fuck you. Like you'd have to be a very strong individual not to go insane.
Right. So that's why it's such a big deal. But when Paul like becomes the Mahdi, right? Like this big guy, because he's connecting the male and the female like lines, so he can see into the future. So he's not, if you read the books, you realize he's not the Kwisatz Haderach, the Kwisatz Haderach, the one who sees the way, but because he can see that, he sees the golden path through all of the interstellar conflicts and stuff like that. So all the moves that he's making after he comes back are in pursuit of that golden path that his son later will bring forth into reality and become the God Emperor of the universe.
I think sort of that is such the way you've been strung that together. I just find it so funny. But I think there is a moment like that in Attack on Titan. There's sort of like a lot of it has to do with like lineage and like blood ties. So there's a moment where he makes contact with like someone who has a sort of lineage that kind of sparks something that floods all of these memories, and obviously some of that are not his, but it kind of all everything. It's like that moment, like everything just made sense. And from that point on, from the moment he kind of like that happened, there was like a spark between them. People notice that was kind of weird, right? But they don't know what the fuck's going on. He's literally like in shell shock. He's fucking frozen. Like, what the fuck do? You just got the answer to the whole entire universe randomly on a Tuesday. Like, what do you do with that? What do you do with this information? And it was from that point on where like everyone around him kind of saw a shift. And it was like, it was so crazy because prior to season 1, you know, he's this very hard-headed, like gun-ho, I'm gonna fuck these Titans up. I'm gonna fuck these Titans up, right? And that's kind of how you knew him to be, right? He still keeps those kind of core characteristics, but from that point afterwards, when he kind of existed beyond time and space, it was a complete character shift. All of a sudden, like his closest friends were like, I don't even know who this nigga is. And then there's moments where he'll kind of lock back in to kind of almost like pretend like everything's cool, like he kind of like playing his part. And then there's moments where you can see like he's just like he's lost, like his mind is just gone. And I just thought that was so crazy. There's so many moments in the show I'm like, oh my god, what is going on? And first of all, the animation was freaking amazing. Like, I love cool fighting scenes. There are so many cool like dynamics and everything, and the way that like the scenes just kind of like flow, and like it's just very visually appealing. If you like anime, like obviously, you know, Attack on Titan, the fight scenes, there was one between Levi and Zeke in his Titan form. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And the other one, Levi against I forgot his name. I think his name was like Kevin or something. I don't fucking know. But insane, absolutely insane graphics. And to think there's somebody that is drawing these scenes, like, and putting all of this together. It takes a whole studio of people to like draw this and kind of put it together for like these really awesome like 15 seconds of a fight scene. Insane, bro. I'd be like, oh my god. There was a time where it was Euphoria would come out on Sunday and Attack on Titan on a Sunday. Or it was like on a Saturday, and I would wait until Sunday to watch both episodes. Bro, when I tell you I was peeled on that, I was peeled on that TV, bro. I made it a whole thing, bro. Those are the best couple of weeks of my fucking life. I would close my door, make sure nobody's bothering me. I would have my food and my drink lights down low. Okay, like it was a moment for me. Okay, I really miss it. I really do. That excitement. It's making me want to go rewatch it. I rewatch it like I have to let it like die down a little bit so I can forget, and then I go back and rewatch it again. Another show like that is a comfort. That's a comfort show for me. Is Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love that show as a kid, and I still love it now.
You do love that show a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I do. Another show that has genocide, and I don't know, maybe I'm attracted. Let me not say that. Like, it's just a lot of like really like hard topics as for a kids show. Like, imagine like it's talking about war and genocide, but it made it in a way where it kind of also humanized the enemy forces, which is I feel like something that we didn't get to see a lot of in like TV shows. It's usually very black and white. But like the Fire Nation, you get so many instances where you're in the colonies, the Fire Nation colonies, and they're kind of like trying to blend in, and they meet people that are like, I don't know how to describe it. Like they're human. They're human. And even like the soldiers who are actively participants in terrorizing the world, you get moments where they're just soldiers. They're just people who are doing like their fucking job. I don't know. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. If you deep it, bro, if you really deep it, like you'll get sucked in.
No, and that you're so right. And I can see so many parallels between the content that we consume. But it is very interesting that because I feel like this realization came to me a while ago. It's this whole thing of our interests aren't very elementary. Like I got that on one of my trips that I did last summer, is that I really sat there, and it's not that I thought, but I listened, and I realized like the things that not even just me and Lena, but the things that y'all out there like really bring your awareness to it. Like pay attention to it, because they aren't elementary. There's a truth in them that is resonating so deeply, and that's why you're attracted to it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like that's why we're attracted to different things. So it's like if you're, you know, it might be Dune, it might be Attack on Titan, it might be Avatar, but it might be music, it might be politics, it might be stocks, it might be YouTube, it might be having a podcast, but those interests are beaconing to a deeper you, a deeper truth within you that those artists are putting in their art, and that is resonating with you. So if you're like particular artists, particular music, whatever it might be, that is that, you know what I mean? See the truth within that, and you can see the truth within yourself, and then you just ascend in being and knowing your higher self.
Exactly. And that is always the goal, guys. Look within and you will find literally all the answers that you're looking for.
What's your experience with that been so far? I know your journey has been one that you've been kind of popping into.
I think my personal journey of self-ascension, just kind of getting into that type of mode, it has been, I don't know, it has been interesting to say the least. I think over the years, it's kind of been on kind of like an ebb and flow. So like I'll have like a couple really big revelations, and I'm like, whoa, that was a lot to digest. Let me take a little breather. but I think it's been consistently going in towards an upward track, which I think you can also see as well. But I can really commend that to like my own personal efforts of just really putting in the work to really understand what my triggers are and what's kind of been holding me back and what pushes me forward, and kind of using both of that to kind of build my future, or kind of build the kind of life that I want. So yeah, looking within myself and then having to actually apply what I've learned to real life is the hardest part, because it's one thing to like really look at yourself and like, okay, I understand this piece of who I am and the reason why I do the things that I do. But the point is to take that information and use it. Like, I think that is honestly the hardest part. Just trying to apply the knowledge that I've acquired over the years to in a way that's beneficial to me.
But why does it have to be beneficial? Sometimes, like, in order for the phoenix to rise, it has to die. You know what I mean? Like, death is a transitionary force. And I don't mean like you have to fuck away. I mean like the ego deaths that I've had, obviously I'm quite, I would say, well versed, but I've had many ego deaths. And it's the think about it, like when someone dies and then they come back as another being, they're not the person they were. They're someone who's coming back to learn maybe the same lesson or a different lesson that spirit still needs to learn. So it's like, I think a lot of that, I mean, just being your friend for this long, it's like that block comes from the anxiety of having to let go completely. Not only the result, but also the action of letting go and accepting that whatever is going to come, you can never anticipate. It might be better. It might be better, but you should also accept that it might not feel better. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when people ask for, or when people are like, you know what, I just need to be in the position in my life that is going to pursue your higher self, then half your fucking friends fall off the planet. Then you're like, well, I don't like this. Yeah, like the new you, which is just the higher you, can't be the higher you with these people, these anchors and these beings keeping you down. So there's a death that happens between the transitions of your being. And I think looking for it to be positive isn't, or it's always going to be beneficial, but it's never going to be nice. It's never going to be like a
change is
an
always going to be uncomfortable. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not a change, it's a shift. Like, it's like you're gonna be a different person. It's like you can be not ready for it, and it's gonna be uncomfortable either way. But it's that, falling off the cliff, and it's like you're always gonna catch yourself. But then when you come back, you're gonna be a different Lena on that other end. So it's more of like radical acceptance, just
right.
What will come.
That is true. And on that note, guys, I hope that resonated with somebody. I know it resonated with me. But I think we'll have to wrap it up for today. This was a very, I won't say heavy, but it was a very knowledgeable podcast. And I think that I definitely took away something from today. Yeah. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. And please stay tuned for our next one.
Yes. And thank you for joining us on the enlightenment. On the enlightenment episode that we had today. If you like what you see, we want to hear your comments. We want to hear your perspectives, what y'all thinking out there. So be sure to do what Lena just said, and we'll see you on the next one.
Better do it right now.
Bye-bye.